Hello, welcome to Sam Burns Field in Foxborough for this evening's matchup of two Hockomock League teams. Your Foxborough Warriors welcome the King Philip Warriors to town. King Philip is currently ranked second in the Kelly Rex division, while Foxborough is ranked second in the Davenport. This is a rematch of an early season game. KP came away with a 4-1 win, scoring quickly at the top of each half, but Foxborough battled back to try and keep the game interesting. Should be in for a good game this evening. Good luck to both teams. As we start off, KP will be going left to right, Foxborough right to left. KP on the start of the ball, aerials it down to the Foxborough defensive end. Foxborough gets the ball, pushes it to the side, and out of bounds. KP on the restart, gets the ball into the Foxborough defensive end. Olivia Fiscaldo out to defend, ball goes out of bounds. Be Foxborough's ball coming out from the 16. Lauren Scher on the restart. Scher carries the ball, dishes it out to Fiscaldo. Ball bounces and just goes out of bounds. KP on the restart, sends the ball back. Reese Hassman gets in, tries to steal the ball, bounces to KP. Sends the ball into the middle of the field. And ref is calling obstruction. Foxborough's ball from about the 20-yard line. Scher on the restart, carries. And another whistle off by the ref. Scher on the restart again, sends the ball to Bryn Allen. Allen trying to stick handle, stolen by KP. Looks like it went off a Foxborough foot. KP on the restart from about the 40. Aerials the ball. Allen brings it down, sends the ball up. Stolen by KP. KP gets past Lauren Keefe. Tries to get past Scher. She gets her stick on it. Sends it out. Ball goes to Hayden Emerson. And Emerson loses it just out of bounds. KP on the restart. Sends it into the middle. Fiscaldo steps up. Handles the ball. Stolen by KP. Oh, ref blows whistle, wrong side of the stick. Scher on the restart, sends it out to Fiscaldo, stolen by KP. Fiscaldo hustles to play some defense. Ball sent past into the offensive zone for KP. Brings the ball into the circle and just carries it out of bounds. Foxborough on the restart. Scher tries to drive the ball down. Ball bounces to KP. KP brings it in the circle. Lila Moore is able to bat it away. KP tries to send the ball in and ball rolls out the end line. Scher on the restart. Carries the ball. Turns into the middle. Trying to do some stick handling, but hits the wrong side of her stick. KP on the restart gets a penalty corner. KP will be inserting from the far side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Emerson's out to block. Hits off a foot. Maybe another penalty corner for outside of the circle, so not a penalty corner. Allen is able to stop the ball going in, sends it out. The ball rolls out of bounds at about the 45. KP on the restart. Sends the ball down the line. Ruby Blair out to defend. Ball gets past her into the middle. And a shot by KP. And a goal. Now let's take another look. Ball's inside the circle. KP gets a lift just past the goalie. Back to the action. Cher running down the sideline. Tries to send the ball in the middle. Hit off a KP foot just outside the circle. Cher on the restart. Takes the ball. Tries to get it into the circle. Ball just rolls out of bounds. KP on the restart. Sends the ball down the sideline. Fiscaldo out to defend. KP gets past. Fiscaldo's containing her out to the side. Able to get the ball to Cher. Cher sends it out and out of bounds. KP on the restart. Sends the ball down the side and out of bounds. The ref is asking Foxborough to step back to where the ball went out. Cher on the restart. Sends the ball down. KP steals. Trying to defend is Foxborough. Ball bounces around. And a penalty corner for KP. KP again, inserting from the far side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Takes a shot from outside. Looks like it went off a foot of KP. Foxborough on the restart from the 16-yard line. Cher sends it to Allen. Allen trying to stick handle around a couple of KP players. Sends the ball out to Anna LaValle. LaValle looks to carry, trying to get the ball down the field. Sends it up for Reese Hassman. A stick infraction by KP. Cher on the restart from the 45. Drives the ball into the middle. KP gets a stick in the way. Able to bring it down, sends it out towards the other side of the field. A little bit of a miss hit. Gets control, sends it down. Ball's just going to roll out of bounds, it looks like. Foxborough on the restart. Cher sends the ball to Allen. Allen sends the ball down, stolen by KP. Sends the ball back in towards the defensive end. Blair's able to just hit the ball out towards the sideline, and KP carries it out of bounds. Share on the restart. Sends the ball off a KP foot. Share again on the restart. Carries the ball. Stick handles past one player. Tries to get past another. Sends it to Keefe. Stolen by KP. KP carries it down. Drives it in towards the circle. And out of bounds. Share on the restart. Tries to drive the ball. Ball hits to a KP foot. Allen on the restart drives the ball. KP's able to knock it down. Share trying to defend. And off a KP foot. Share carries on the restart. Sends the ball to Hassman. Gets past her. LaValle out to defend against KP. Ball goes out of bounds off a Foxborough stick. KP's ball. Ball sent down the side. Scott was able to get her stick in the way and knock it out of bounds. KP on the restart. Aerials the ball in over Foxborough's head. Able to bring it down. Share defending. KP drives the ball in. Stopped by Starewski. Share on the restart. Sends the ball out to Allen. Allen sends the ball down to Emerson. Knocked out of bounds by KP. Allen drives the ball into Hassman. Ball bounces through a few players. KP gets control. Brings the ball to the side. Gets past Allen. Past Blair. Share's able to get in and defend. And just knocks out of bounds. KP on the restart from the sideline. Sends the ball down. Stick in the way for Allen. Sends it out. And the ball rolls out of bounds at about the 50. KP on the restart. Aerials the ball into the center of the field. Fiscaldo gets there. Tries to tap the ball up to LaValle. LaValle gets her stick on it. Sends it to Hassman. Hassman tries to send it back. Ball bounces to KP. LaValle's out to defend. Tries to send it into the middle. Ball went up against KP. Foxborough's ball. Share on the restart. Takes the ball down to the sideline. Cuts past one player. Gets into the circle. Tries to get it to LaValle. Fiscaldo sends it in, but hits off a Foxborough foot. KP on the restart. Sends the ball across the field. Sends it up. Ball goes to Blair. Blair tries to send it to Emerson. Ball just goes out of bounds. Ball went out off of KP, so Foxborough's ball. Allen drives the ball into Hassman. Hassman gets a touch on it, and ball goes out of bounds. KP on the restart from the 16s. Switches the field. Then sends it up. Fiscaldo gets her stick in the way. And called for obstruction. KP sends the ball down. Molly Fibel gets out. Sends the ball out to the sideline. KP on the restart. Sends the ball into the middle. Share is able to switch swing the ball out. Ball gets to Emerson, then to Hassman, and the ball just goes out of bounds. On the restart, KP brings the ball back, switches the field, and sends it forward. The ball rolls out of bounds. Be Foxboro's ball from about the 30. Allen drives the ball. KP gets a stick in the way, is able to steal it. One move, gets past Foxborough. Lila Moore is able to get in, defend. Hits the wrong side of a stick. KP ball still. Sending it into the middle of the circle. Moore out to defend. Ball hits off a few sticks. Bounces out of the circle. Allen tries to send the ball down to Emerson. And ball goes out. Foxborough's ball. And with that, it's the end of the first quarter. KP 1, Foxborough 0. Let's take another look at the save. KP ball at the top of the circle. Shot goes in. Looks like just enough on the goalie to push it to the side. Off the post. As we wait for the start of the second quarter, looking at some of the team stats, KP has 2 of the top 10 scorers with Ella Morgan and Taylor McDuff with 27 and 20 points respectively. Foxborough's Bryn Allen is right behind them with 20 points herself. On the defensive side of the stat book, KP's Lauren Griffin has 69 saves through 14 games, while Foxborough's Kathleen Starewski has a record of 151 saves through 11 games. The start of the second quarter, KP is up 1-0 against Foxborough. They have the advantage in penalty corners with 2-0. Ball goes out of bounds. Foxborough's ball on the sideline. Allen on the restart. Sends the ball back to Cher. Cher carries. Just loses control to KP. Sends it out to Allen. Allen flips it down for Emerson, and ball goes out of bounds. KP on the restart from the 40. Drives the ball and hits her own player in the leg. Foxborough's ball from about the 50. Cher on the restart. Looking for options, sends the ball over to LaValle. KP's able to get in and steal it. LaValle's hustling to keep with them. Blair out to defend. Is able to get the ball, send it down. Ball bounces unfortunately to KP, but then Hassman's able to get in and steal the ball. Sends the ball to the side for Emerson, who's coming from the middle of the field. Just too far for her. KP on the restart. Sends the ball in. Ball bounces to Keefe. Keefe sends it to LaValle. LaValle tries to touch it to the middle. Bounces to KP. KP's able to push it up. Ball goes past Blair and Cher and out of bounds. Cher on the restart from about the 45. Sends the ball down the side and goes out of bounds. Be KP's ball from about the other 45. KP sends the ball down the side. Ball bounces to Blair. Blair sends it up to LaValle and Emerson. Ball gets past them to KP. Allen's able to get control in the middle of the field. Tries to send the ball out. Hit off the wrong side of KP's stick. Allen drives the ball down towards the goal. The ball rolls out of bounds. KP on the restart from the 16. Sends the ball out to the side. Hassman hustling to defend against it. Ball bounces to Foscaldo. Foscaldo tries to send it down. KP sticks in the way. Cher's defending. Ball gets past her to Moore. Ball bounces past Moore. Feibel's out to defend. KP's got 2-on-1. Saved by Starewski. On the restart, take another look. KP with a nice chance, open net. Starewski's able to just get in the way and block that off. Back to the action. Allen defends against KP, steals the ball, tries to drive, fakes that, carries it out, sends it down the line, and off a KP foot. Cher drives the ball to Hassman, ball gets past her and bounces to KP's stick. KP sends it to the side. Foscaldo out to defend. Cher is able to defend against KP, keep them contained. They're able to get the ball down the side. Foscaldo's hustling to defend against the KP player. And off for a foot. KP on the restart. Hassman trying to defend. Allen. Ball goes to Cher. Cher's able to try and flip it out. Ball bounces out of bounds off a KP stick. Cher on the restart. Carries the ball, tries to send it down to Allen, but it goes out of bounds. KP on the restart, sends the ball towards the middle. LaValle tries to get her stick on it. Bounces off KP foot. Cher on the restart, drives the ball down. Ball bounces to KP. I didn't see what that call was. Foxborough's ball at about the 50. Sorry. It's just moving him back, not the 50. Cher on the restart, sends the ball out to Blair, and passes just a little off. KP starts going the other direction. Sends the ball past Blair, looking to get the ball into the circle. Cher trying to defend. And a penalty corner for KP. Ball will be inserted from the far side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Hayden Emerson out to defend. Ball bounces through a few players. Hit off the Foxboro stick, so it'll be KP's ball coming in from the 25-yard line. On the restart, KP sends the ball out. Hassman gets her stick on it. Then Allen tries to contain, keep it going down the side. Ball bounces off KP's girl's stick and right into her forehead. Hopefully she's okay. Refs are blowing the whistle to call for time so she can get off the field and get checked out. Ball didn't look like it was moving too fast, so she should be okay. But anybody that has played field hockey will know that that ball is one of the hardest balls in all of sports, and it hurts no matter where you get hit with it. Back to the action. Allen drives the ball down. KP gets control and then sends it out to the sideline. Foxborough on the restart. Cher looking to insert the ball from the far side. Looking for some options. Carries. Tries to send it down. Hits off KP. And then off foot or out of bounds. I'm not sure. Restart. Cher aerials the ball towards Allen. Allen gets control. Ref blows the whistle. KP came into the receiving zone too early. It looks like it was almost a goal, but ball came in from outside the circle and wasn't touched, so it does not count as a goal. KP on the restart. Tries to send the ball down. Ball goes out of bounds. Share on the restart. Aerials the ball down. KP gets a stick on it, but Allen's able to get over there and get the ball. KP steals it right back. Share trying to defend. Ball gets past Share, gets past Moore, in towards the circle. Starewski out to defend, able to kick the ball away. Couple of quick touches on a couple quick KP shots. On the restart, Foxborough sends the ball down to Emerson. Just rolls past her to KP. KP sends the ball back to the other direction. Keefe out to defend. Ball bounces past her. Then to Blair, who knocks it out. KP's ball. KP sends the ball down. Share's able to get to it and just send it out of bounds. On the restart, KP sends the ball inside the 20. Tries to send it towards the circle and hits off a KP foot. Foxborough's ball. Share on the restart drives the ball. Ball goes up a little bit too high. Ruled dangerous, so KP gets the ball from where the shot was taken. On the restart, KP drives the ball towards the center of the field. Past a couple of Foxborough players. Allen's able to get her stick on the ball to Hassman. Hassman tries to send it out to LaValle. Bounces to KP. Back in towards Allen. Then off a KP foot. Allen on the restart drives the ball down. Ball has some wheels. Emerson coming from way in the back to try and get in there and put pressure on. Gets her stick on it. Ball bounces to Georgia Helbig, excuse me. KP gets the ball back. Fascaldo out to defend. Ball sent down and then hits off a KP foot. Share on the restart, carries. KP is able to steal the ball. Moore tries to defend. Vibel. Ball bounces towards Starewski. She makes a save, pushes it out. Foxborough's able to send it out of bounds. KP gets a restart. Sends the ball down inside the 10. Tries to get it in towards the circle. Blair's able to hit it out, but KP maintains possession. Tries to drive it in. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Foxborough's ball coming out from the 16-yard line. Let's take another look at that last play. KP on the drive. Tries to get in. Starewski's able to get her stick down and hit it away. Moore just bats it out of the circle. Back to the action. KP looking to drive it into the circle again. Foxborough's getting sticks in the way. Is able to deflect it out of bounds. KP's ball coming in from the 25-yard line. On the restart, KP sends the ball back. Then looks to bring it back towards the middle. Tries to drive it into the circle. Allen gets her stick on it, but it bounces to KP. Fascaldo out trying to defend. Kicked away by Starewski, and then off a KP foot. Share on the restart, carries. And just loses it. KP's able to get the ball. Fascaldo gets her stick in the way. Share gets it right back, tries to send it up to Hassman. Ball gets past her, goes to KP stick. KP sends it down. Allen's able to bring it down, send it up to Hassman. KP's able to steal it back. Sends it the other direction. Ball goes to Share. Share looking to stick handle. Sends it to Allen. Allen sends it one time to Hassman, but hits off her feet. KP on the restart. Emerson gets her stick in the way, brings it down. Looking to control. Tries to send it to Hassman. Goes a little bit too much. And rolls out of bounds. KP will get the restart from the 16-yard line. Sends the ball into the middle of the field. Hulbig's out there to defend. Ball bounces towards Scher. Scher carries it down. Looks to go towards the corner. Tries to cut back. Tries to drive it in towards the middle. Ball bounces to Emerson. Emerson tries to get it towards the net and just goes out of bounds. KP restarting from the 16. Sends the ball to the far side of the field. Then pushes it up. Blair out to defend. Is able to get it knocked out of bounds off a KP stick. Foxboro's ball. Scher on the restart sends the ball down the sideline. Ball gets to KP. Hulbig able to get her stick on it, but it went off the wrong side of her stick. KP on the restart sends it to the side. Blair's able to get her stick on it. Stolen by KP. Scher trying to defend. Stick handled by KP, right pass. Fibel out, defends, steals the ball. Stolen by KP. Off the KP foot, Foxboro's ball. Scher drives the ball down towards Emerson. Ball runs past, goes to a KP stick. Hulbig out to try to defend. They get past her. Allen tries to send it down. Emerson gets control. Flicks it in towards the circle. Ball bounces to LaValle. LaValle trying to get it to Hassman. Ball hits off of KP foot just outside the circle. Allen looking to control the ball. Drives it in. Tries to drive it in. Ball bounces up. Fiscaldo tries to hit it in towards the center. Off the wrong side of a stick, maybe. Couldn't quite see what happened. On the restart, KP's looking to move the ball. Sends it out to the far side. LaValle out to try to defend. Ball bounces to Hulbig. Hulbig sends it to Emerson. Stolen by KP. KP sends the ball towards the middle of the field. Scher trying to defend. They get past her. And with that buzzer, it's the end of the half. KP 1, Foxborough 0. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half. Foxborough versus King Philip. Battle of the Warriors this evening. KP has the advantage right now, 1-0. On the start of the second, Foxborough is able to get the ball down, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be KP's ball from about the 16-yard line. On the restart, KP sends the ball down. Bounces past a few Foxborough players. Scher trying to defend. KP with some speed. Gets past Fibel. Ball goes down to the corner. Fibel trying to defend. Ball bounces towards the middle of the field. Allen gets control, sends it up to LaValle. LaValle sends the ball to Emerson. Emerson loses the ball to KP, but right back. Oh, wrong side of the stick. The KP's ball. On the restart, sends the ball to the middle. Allen trying to defend. KP gets past her. And it hits off of Keith's foot. Restart by KP. Sends the ball down the side. Blair trying to defend. Ball gets into the circle. And goes out of bounds. Ball went off Foxborough. It'll be KP's ball coming in from the 25-yard line. On the restart, KP sends the ball to the far side of the field. Fiscaldo out to defend. He's able to get control. And obstruction by KP. Share on the restart. Sends the ball to Allen. Ball bounces over her stick and out of bounds. KP's ball from the sideline. Restart is aerial into the circle. Towards the circle, I should say. Foxborough trying to defend. And stick obstruction just outside the circle. And ref's blowing a whistle for some foul against KP. Might be that she didn't go 5 yards before entering the circle, so it becomes Foxborough's ball. On the restart, Share sends the ball towards the side to Allen. Allen sends the ball up to Hassman. Hassman looks to get the ball into the middle to Emerson, but it goes to KP. KP turns it the other direction. Share trying to defend. KP sends the ball in towards the circle. Moore tries to get it out. Bounces to KP. Blair tries to get it out. Then defended by Fibel, and ball goes out of bounds. Off Foxborough stick, KP's ball. On the restart, KP sends the ball to the sideline. And ball goes out of bounds. Share on the restart. Tries to aerial the ball down. Doesn't quite get it up high enough. Ruled dangerous. KP gets the restart from about the 25. Sends the ball towards the circle. Kicked away by Starewski. Another save by Starewski.
Great job, Cat.
A little bit of confusion going on there. KP maintains control of the ball. Sends the ball down towards the corner, and ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be Foxborough's ball coming out from the 16-yard line. Share on the restart. Sends the ball down to Blair. Ball bounces off her stick, out of bounds. KP on the restart sends the ball back. Looks to switch the field. Ball comes out towards the 30. Blair out to try to defend. Ball gets in towards the middle. Shot by KP goes wide of the net. Let's take another look. Great stick work by KP. Gets that shot. Just misses a couple feet and goes out wide. Back to the action. Foxborough gets the ball. Keefe on the sideline. Sends it up towards LaValle. Ball bounces to KP. Blair trying to defend. Then Share. KP's stick handles right towards the circle. Sends the ball in. Ball bounces off KP, out of bounds. Share on the restart. Drives the ball down the center of the field. Ball goes to Emerson. Emerson sends the ball down for Hassman. Hassman hustles to keep the ball in bounds. Looks to send it towards the circle. Stick handled by KP to bring it down. Hassman tries to defend, but it gets past her. Lauren Share out, gets her stick on it. Then Tessa Keefe. Looks like it went off the wrong side of KP's stick. Foxborough's ball from about the 40. Share looking for options. And hit off a KP foot. Restart from about the 35-yard line. Share sends the ball to Allen. KP gets a stick in the way. Gets possession. Going back the other direction. Fiscaldo hustling to defend. KP sends the ball down into the corner. Moore and Fibel out trying to defend. KP just carries it out of bounds with a little bit too much speed. Share on the restart from the 16. Sends the ball out to Allen. Allen carries towards the sideline. Sends the ball up towards Hassman. Ball goes out of bounds. KP on the restart. Sends the ball towards the middle of the field. Helbig out to try to defend. Gets control of the ball. Tries to send it to Emerson. KP gets a stick in the way, steals it. Sends it down. Allen out to defend. Ball's chopped towards the circle, but goes to Allen's stick. Then right back to KP. KP sends it into the circle. Foxborough trying to defend. And hit off a Foxborough foot. It'll be a penalty corner for KP. KP's penalty corner will be inserted from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Inside the circle. Foxborough trying to defend. Ball bounces off KP's stick and up into the body. It'll be Foxborough's ball coming out. Share on the restart. Carries. Tries to stick handle through a couple players. Sends the ball up towards Helbig. Helbig almost gets there to keep it in bounds. Ball's just a little too fast for her. KP on the restart, carries it right in. Ball bounces through a few players. Stick handles in towards the circle. Foxborough out to try to defend. Gets the ball and is able to knock it out of bounds. KP's ball from the 25-yard line. On the restart, aerials it down to the corner. Helbig out to defend. Ball sent into the circle. Sticked away by Moore. Moore gets it out towards the top of the circle. Shot stopped by Starewski. Foxborough's able to hit the ball away.
Whoa.
But it might have gone off a Foxborough foot, so KP gets another penalty corner. KP switching it up, inserting from the far side of the goal this time. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Brought in. Emerson's out. And called for an obstruction. Another penalty corner for KP. King Philip again inserting from the far side of the goal. Ball's to the top of the circle. Brought in. Emerson out. Gets her stick in the way at first. Saved by Starewski. Kicked away. Out of bounds of KP's ball from the sideline. Good job defending by the Foxborough team. KP sends the ball in. Ball bounces to Allen. Allen tries to send it down the sideline. Goes to KP's stick. KP sends it into the circle. Keefe trying to defend, sends it outside of the circle. Back to KP. Sends it towards the middle. And ball shot just wide of the net. Be Foxborough's ball coming out from the 16-yard line. And here's a look at that last play. Foxborough able to get sticks in the way and just hit wide of the net. Back to it. KP's into the circle again. Ball hit up into a Foxborough body. Another penalty corner for KP. KP will be inserting from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Bounces over the first player's stick. Backup player gets the ball. Emerson's able to get out there and get in the way, but stick an obstruction, so KP's ball outside the circle. On the restart, sent to the sideline. Hassman out to defend. Ball sent into the circle. Couple of Foxborough sticks get in the way. Ball bounces to KP. Saved by Starewski. Another save. Hit off a couple sticks, and it looks like it hit a Foxborough's foot. It'll be KP's penalty corner. Insert will be coming from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. KP brings it in, drives towards the middle. Allen's able to get it and send it out to the sideline. Ball just goes out of bounds. KP's ball from about the 25. Sends the ball in. Hit off Blair's stick. Blair sends it to Hulbig. Obstruction ruled against KP. Foxborough's ball. Cher on the restart. Carries it herself. Tries to get through two KP players. KP gets the ball, goes back the other direction. Feibel to defend, then more. Saved by Starewski.
Save!
Foxborough's ball coming out from the 16-yard line. Cher sends it to the side. KP gets a stick in the way. Allen drives it down towards Emerson. Emerson sends it to Hulbig. Hulbig tries to send it to Emerson and Hassman. Ball bounces to KP. Emerson gets her stick in the way. Sends it up to Hassman. Gets control again. And bounced off a Foxborough foot. KP's ball coming out. Ball went off a Foxborough foot. Excuse me, KP foot. Foxborough's ball from about the 25. Cher carries. Tries to get the ball towards the circle. And stick infraction against Hulbig. And with that, it's the end of the third quarter. KP 1, Foxborough 0. Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter. It's a very close game this evening. KP is up 1-0 against Foxborough. Foxborough has been playing a very strong defensive game. Up to about 17 saves by Starewski on... I have 8 penalty corners for KP. Foxborough going left to right. Emerson starts, sends it back to Cher. Back to Emerson. And infraction by KP. Foxborough restarts from about the 43-yard line. Cher tries to send the ball up. KP stick in the way. And the ref is signaling for an obstruction. Foxborough gets a restart again. Ball Cher to Allen. Allen sends it into Hassman. Ball bounces to LaValle. LaValle sends it up to Emerson, but KP's in the way. KP gets the ball, just sends it out of bounds on the sideline. Blair handing it off to Cher to restart. Cher sends the ball towards the middle. Allen gets control, sends it up into the circle. KP steals, brings the ball to the sideline. Hulbig gets her stick on it. Tries to send it into the middle to Allen and Hassman. Shot by Foxborough, saved by KP. Obstruction by KP. Foxborough restarts from about the 24-yard line. Cher trying to stick handle through a few, gets it to LaValle. Ball bounces out to KP. And out of bounds off KP's stick. Foxborough's ball. Share on the restart, sends it up to LaValle, ball bounces to KP. Hulbig gets it on, sends it into the middle. KP's in the way. Redeflects the ball up, sends it to Share. KP's able to steal. Gets it past a couple of Foxborough defenders. Moore back. Ball sent out to the side. And just out of bounds off KP. Foxborough on the restart from the 16. Share sends it out to the side. KP's stick in the way. Fiscaldo's able to get in there, but stolen right back by KP. Into the circle. Nobody touched it, so Foxborough lets it go in. And get the restart from coming out from the 16. For those of you watching at home, if the ball's not touched within the circle, it does not count as a goal. On the restart, Foxborough sends it out. Ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. KP carries it down. Hulbig out to try to defend. Stick handle cuts back. Sends the ball into the circle. Towards the circle. Obstruction against Foxborough. KP gets a restart. Sends the ball to the side. Hulbig out to defend. Ball's lifted in towards the circle. And off the Foxborough foot. Another penalty corner for KP. KP's insert coming from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Brought back in. And another penalty corner as KP was tripped by Foxborough. Insert coming from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Pass to the side. Foxborough gets in the way. And off of Foxborough foot would be another KP penalty corner. KP's inserting coming from the far side of the goal this time. Ball sent to the side of the circle. Stick handles towards the side. Ball bounces through a few players. Just mishandled by KP. Ball bounces out to Moore. Moore is able to hit the ball out to the sideline. And out of bounds, Foxborough's ball. Share on the restart. Looking for options. Carries. Tries to send the ball to Blair. KP gets in the way. Share hustles back to defend. Ball bounces to Fibel. Fibel hits it out to Blair. Bounces around. And penalty corner for KP off of Foxborough foot. KP will be inserting from the near side of the goal. Ball sent to the top of the circle. Pass to the side, brought in. Off a few sticks. Foxborough's able to get the ball, send it out of bounds. I'll take a quick look. KP gets the ball into the middle. Quick kick by the goalie. And a few Foxborough sticks get the ball out, send it out of bounds. Back to the action. KP has control. Tries to send it down to the sideline. Hassman trying to defend. Ball bounces to Allen. Sends the ball up, but goes to KP. Emerson trying to get control. Does, but ruled as an obstruction. So I think she used her body a little bit too much. KP sends the ball into the middle. LaValle gets control. Trying to carry. An obstruction by KP. Foxborough's ball. Allen on the restart. Sends the ball up towards Cher and LaValle. Ball bounces to Keefe. Keefe gets controlled, then right back to KP. Off Keefe's foot. Be KP's ball. KP sends the ball in towards the middle, then back out to the side. Sends the ball down the line. And ball rolls out of bounds. Foxborough's ball from about the 25-yard line. Cher on the restart. Sends the ball down to Keefe. Ball bounces to KP. LaValle trying to defend. Ball gets past her to Blair. Off of KP's foot. Cher on the restart. Sends the ball down the line towards Keefe. I think the ball was restarted from the wrong spot. Ref's asking for it to be started where the obstruction happened. Cher sends it to the middle to Allen. Allen chops the ball down towards Emerson. Ball bounces to KP. Start going the other direction. Blair out to defend. Has a quick control, but then loses it back to KP. Goes out of bounds. Foxborough's ball. Cher drives the ball down. Ball's ruled a dangerous hit. Be KP's ball. KP on the restart. Carries the ball, defended by Emerson. Emerson looking to send the ball down the side. KP is able to get in and steal it. Goes out of bounds. Allen over for the restart. Drives the ball towards Hassman. KP gets a stick in the way and causes the ball to go in their direction. Sends the ball up past Fiscaldo. Ball bounces to Cher. Cher gets control. Stick handles through a couple of different KP players. Sends the ball up to Hassman. Just a little too far for her. Goes to KP. KP sends it right back in the other direction, but Cher's there. Stick handles down the sideline. And off a KP foot. Allen on the restart. Carries the ball. Sends it into the circle to Hassman. And the wrong side of the stick called by the ref. KP's ball. Drive, sends it down the field. Fibel out to defend. Ball hits off her foot. KP gets a restart. Sends the ball down in towards the circle. Ball bounces to Moore. Moore tries to hit out to the side. Gets control. Goes to KP. KP gets into the circle. Blair out to defend. Ball hits off a couple sticks. Allen's able to get control. And it looks like the ref saying the wrong side of the stick by KP. Foxborough's ball. Allen on the restart drives the ball towards a couple players. Goes past to KP. Ball gets past Hassman to the sideline. Fiscaldo out. Hits off her foot. KP maintains control. Ball bounces to Foxborough. Hassman gets control. Hassman carrying down the sideline. Tries to send it to Keefe. KP's out to defend. Sends the ball to the side. Ball bounces towards Allen. Then KP hits it into Fiscaldo. Ball goes right back to KP. Fiscaldo gets control. Hassman. Ref blows whistle. Allen drives it in towards the circle. Untouched by anybody in the circles. No goal. KP on the restart sends it to the far side of the field, or near side of the field, I should say. Can't maintain control, ball rolls out of bounds. Share on the restart from the sideline. Sends the ball down for Blair, and ball just rolls out of bounds. KP on the restart from the 16-yard line. Sends the ball past a few players. Blair gets the ball touched to Share. Share tries to stick handle through a few. Takes it down the side. Down towards the end line. Looking to get it into the middle. Just loses control out of the end line. KP on the restart. Sends the ball to the sideline. Sends the ball down the line. Ball goes to Blair and out of bounds. KP on the restart. Drives the ball down. That ball's got some wheels and is going to run out of bounds. If I was one of these coaches, I would call a timeout right now, regroup, get the teams reoriented. I think both teams are fighting with their all right now. Allen on the restart. Drives the ball towards Hassman. Ball carries past a few players. Goes into the offensive zone for Foxborough. Emerson on the hustle to get back there and try and get some control of the ball. Gets a stick on it, but it bounces to KP. KP stick handles past a few Foxborough players. Gets the ball back into their attacking zone. Stick handles the ball in towards the circle. Bell out. And a shot by KP gets past the goalie. Fast break by KP going the other direction. Had an odd man advantage and able to take it right to the net. Let's take a look. KP with numbers 3-on-1, able to get control of the ball, just past the keeper and just bat it in. Foxborough on the restart. Ball goes back to Share. Emerson trying to control, then LaValle. KP gets control, LaValle trying to defend. KP gets past. Share defends, but ruled an obstruction. KP on the restart. Ball sent back. Sent to the sideline. Keefe out to try to get the ball. Then LaValle. Ball sent down for KP. Bell out. Is able to hit the ball out of bounds. KP on the restart. Sends the ball back. Tries to send it towards the circle. Hassman out to defend. KP maintains control. Hassman sends it down the line, out of bounds. KP on the restart, sends the ball into the middle of the field. Hassman out to defend, gets past her to Share. Share touches it to Allen. Allen tries to send it back. KP steals. Foxborough doesn't quite get possession. KP sends it the other way. And with that, finals here tonight. King Philip 2, Foxborough 0. Thank you to this evening's volunteers, Rob, Karen, Mallory, and Heather. Big thank you to Foxboro Cable Access, Matt, Mike, and Earl. Without you guys, we couldn't do this. Good luck to both teams for the rest of the season, and if you get into the state tournament, thank you for watching. Good night.